Okay, let's go.
Good morning. What's good, big dog? It's your boy Dre, and this is an early morning Shogun talk. My phone battery is low, my MacBook battery is low, but there's a question that was asked to me a while ago by a member or by a subscriber, and I want to make sure I address it this morning so that my subscribers and my followers know that they are heard and their questions are definitely taken into consideration. For the answer to answer this question, I will say that no animal rights violations, no dog fighting, none of that stuff. We don't participate in anything illegal. It's an opinion based question. All right. It's almost like what if a lion and a tiger got into it? Who do you think would win? Right. And we're gonna answer that hypothetical, man. Grand Rising, brother Cedric Bell, man. Salute to you and welcome, brother Big A. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning. See y'all getting in here, man. I appreciate that. And so the topic that the brother asked me was I had broached the idea of the Cajun rules to govern the pit dog contest and country style rules or just open rules, right? And his question, I can't pull it up right now because I'm using my phone. My MacBook decided it didn't want to play fair this morning, so I'm on my phone right now. His question was basically, why would you use the country style of rules that they don't call turns, they don't break, they don't go out of hold. It's just a brawl. All right. Why would you use those rules as opposed to using the rules like the Cajun rules or the George Armitage book to govern the pit dog contest? And like I said, it's an opinion based question, so I'm gonna answer it this way. The Cajun style rules, I do believe, genuinely test the dog's gameness or the willingness for the dog to continue a contest, right? You can look for things like turns, out of holds. They can take account. There's a lot of mental toughness that goes into a Cajun style rule. And yes, the dogs have to be high caliber athletes. Okay. Now, in the country stand by, I got a guest. Big Toyo in the building. Let me add him to the stage. What's going on, brother Toyo?
What's up, Dre? Salute. How you
Salute,
doing?
bro. Always great, never bad, man. It's good to have you here. Hey,
Always.
so Toyo, I want to ring you in on this. It was a comment. It was a video we made a while ago, and I mentioned the Cajun rules versus the country style rules, right? And a brother had, why did I say that I would prefer the country style rules? So I was answering that question this morning, and I just went over kind of like the Cajun rules. Did you hear any of that?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Nope.
So I'm gonna just reiterate the Cajun style rules. So with Cajun rules, there are scratches are called, turns are called, out of holds are called. A dog can take the count. There are several different determining factors to help determine a dog's gameness or ability or willingness to go on when all hope is lost. All right. Now, my statement was I prefer a country style, and I'll tell you why. And like I said, nothing is to violate any animal rights, welfare acts, any animal laws. This is all hypothetical. It's just like it's just like when somebody says, "What if a lion went up against a tiger in the jungle? Who would win?" You know, it's just a hypothetical question. And I'm gonna explain why I chose the country style rules, and then we're gonna chop it up on some other topics. All right, brother Toyo.
Yes, sir. Which one did you just say you was just naming?
The Cajun rules.
Okay.
They can call
Okay.
they can call it fanged. You know, that's when the dog's tooth lip. They can
I
call
got you.
and
I got
Asian rules, or even or George Armitage's rules to govern the pit dog contest.
you. Okay.
Now with country style rules, it's a backyard brawl. You know, it can be done in the box. It can be done in open ground. But what happens is there's only one scratch. You release a referee calls. You release both animals, and they contact each other. The contest is over when one animal either shows it has no will left to fight, meaning it runs. It literally gets up out of there, or
Uh-huh.
it is killed in the contest. All right.
Uh-huh.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
my reason for saying that would be the style of contest, hypothetically speaking, that I would prefer, is
Uh-huh.
everybody's looking for something different. And what I would be looking for is not to see the moxie of an animal or its willingness to box, like literally like a boxing contest. I'm not looking for that.
Right.
What I'm looking for is a destroying animal, a animal that can go out there and kill a badger, it can kill a raccoon, and whatever it dispatches it quickly. I'm looking for simple ability to dispatch another animal because that's what they like. I'm looking at it as the rawness of it, right? I like the rawness of a country style. Now,
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna see you're not gonna see nearly as many different aspects as you would in the Cajun style because okay, maybe this dog got a better hold off the beginning. So when you call a turn and in turn the other animal scratches, you'll see different things because you're looking for a specific. You're looking for a game. It's a game contest, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But what I like is that Kimbo Slice, that Mike Tyson style of match. I want somebody to just get knocked out. I want to see him get knocked out real fast.
I
And
got you.
even
I
with
got
yard
you.
accidents, animals lose their lives even in yard accidents. And those are the type of animals that maybe in occasion rules they might stand the line, but at the same time they might stand the line. That same animal would kill your game dog.
Right.
you know,
Right.
and
Right.
so I'll say it like this: all little boys like different things. Some little boys like Corvettes. Some little boys like trucks. I like that American muscle car, that straight ahead quarter mile. You can't beat me. You know, I got as much horsepower as I can take. Now I can't handle no turns. I can't handle any turns. You know,
I got you.
mileage is horrible. My gas mileage is terrible.
I
But
got you.
I'm straight ahead. I got 1,500 horses to the wheels, and I'm gonna stand my front wheels off the ground when I take off on your head.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna pass the mic to you.
Uh Shit. I guess it's just one's choice. I mean, if you if you're asking the question of the differences, I mean, you just went through everything in detailed position. You know what I mean? So I understand where your stance is on what you prefer. You dig? I could dig it. You know what I mean? That's like older style. You dig? Older style, like just cut them loose. Like you say, just cut them loose. Let them do what they do. You dig? The other aspect was more of you got different variables that come in play. You got different variables. You got a handler, so you got different things to worry about in the other situation. It's different things to worry about. So I understand where you're coming from.
Man, Toyo, bro, I swear to nuns, man, you a beast. Because you're right. There's variables in the case. And see, that's why I wanted somebody. There's variables, handling, your conditioning. For country rules, a lot of times it was just okay. You and me, we live in the same neighborhood. You got beef. You think your dog is better? I bet you won't leave here. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
I bet you he won't leave this spot. And I think with the Cajun rules, it does allow for the dog to have a career. Whereas with the country style of pit contest or just contesting animals, you know, your career might be one time. Um,
Uh-huh.
I also think that I like to gamble in sports betting and stuff like that, right? But as far as with my animal, I don't want to gamble. I want to see if they can do what I bred them to do. You know, and if
Yes,
that's
sir.
hog, he needs to go catch that hog and hold it till I get there.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
I don't
Yes,
need
sir.
all the rigmarole. I also have a group of people around me. And a lot of times with the other contests, you'll have a card, and there's a whole thing with it. You know,
Hmm.
um, even the referee can be biased, but there is no bias in life and death.
Right,
Either you
right.
win, you know that's
Exactly. Exactly. Ain't
so
no ain't no ain't no way for you for the handler to save them. ain't no way for you to for your skills to help your dog out. Basically, it's
And,
basically mano a mano.
yeah, and you hear the term all the time. Oh, he was a great handler. That dog
Yeah,
won't.
that means something. That definitely
Yeah,
means something.
yeah. So, like I said, this ain't a dog fighting channel, man. But the question was, and I wanted to answer it. My brother came over here to help me out this morning. I'm gonna read this comment from brother Cedric Bill. He said, "Brother Dre, I like the gamblers' delight dogs. They are short order dogs, rugged and finishers. Absolutely, absolutely, yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah, yeah. He's saying that's what he's saying. That's what you like. He's saying, yeah, brother Dre like them gamblers to like
oh,
joints. That's what he
yeah.
said.
See, thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, man. So, I got to. So now that I got that out the way, Toyo, did you want to put anything else there? Because I want to give you some what happened yesterday.
Oh no, I'm riding with you. I like being in the passenger seat.
Oh, all right. Well, right. Let's.
Let's get it.
All right. So I'm gonna give y'all a rundown of yesterday because yesterday was one of those days where everybody wanted the energy dump. You know, the dogs was good though. I woke up, saying the dogs. I get up every morning about 4:10, water the dogs, let them out of their crates, put them on their little cable runs outside so they can get some outside time. Brother James Brown Jr. Senior salute,
Salute, JB.
and so I got the dog. Let me dial it back. All right, so yesterday morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, my alarm went off. 4:10 in the morning, my alarm went off, and a name popped across my screen on my phone, and it was one of the homies from back home, man. You know what I'm saying? One of the homies from back home, and he told me he had a terminal virus, right?
Hmm.
Terminal cancer. He calls me and he lays this on me first thing. I'm talking about. I just woke up, bro. Like my alarm is going off. And he calls me,
Hmm.
tell me he's dying, right?
Wow.
And so this is before I got on the live yesterday morning.
Wow. Go ahead.
And so he laid that on me, because we partners, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
He felt like he had nobody else to talk to. He figured I'd be up at that time. So he laid that on me. So that was cool. Then we did the live yesterday. Y'all came through and we chopped it up on the live. I get to work. Work is fine. I hit my workout and everything at work. Got home about 4 o'clock. It was cool. Work wasn't that bad yesterday.
Hmm.
Now y'all know I get up at 4 something in the morning, so I go to bed like 8 something at night, right?
Right.
30, I get another FaceTime phone call from another homie from back home. I answer the FaceTime. It's a puppy on the screen, just born.
Hmm.
I'm curled up. The puppy is about to die. The puppy is about to die. And he's like, I need your help. So I'm on the phone playing veterinarian on the phone. So I'm like, look, do you got a turkey baster? The puppy is choking. You know, there's a gland under their nose, just above their mouth. Push on that gland while you're
Hmm.
suctioning the turkey baster, get the phlegm out of the dog's mouth.
Hmm.
Does that. Now I said, okay, you want to push on the stomach a little bit and stimulate that phlegm out of that dog's system. You know, next thing you know, the puppy's legs is moving again. So I'm like, hey, the puppy is low on glucose. The puppy needs to get some colostrum. You need to get right. You need to get on the mom's teat now so it can start feeding because the puppy started sucking on the turkey baster while I'm
Hmm.
on FaceTime. So I'm like, the puppy's hungry. So they got that puppy down. It was a pit mix. And so she ended up having 7 puppies. She ate 2 of them. And this is why I want to tell that story. So my cousin, is some girl he dealing with or whatever. It's her dog, and he called me because I deal with dogs, man. This is for all the neo dog man, the dog man, and the dog enthusiasts alike out there. You are probably the best chance that some of these people have for their vibe. So when you turn your nose up to them and you act stank toward them, you know what I'm saying? You're creating lifelong enemies for everybody in the fraternity. But anyway, so the mother dog eats these 2 puppies live on a Facebook with me yesterday, and the girl is crying and screaming. I can't believe she ate those puppies. I can't believe she ate those puppies. And I'm listening to this, right? Because I done
Right.
been, we done seen it. And
Hmm.
I had to get my cousin. I said, hey, you need to leave her. You need to go walk inside. I need to tell you something. So he said, so he goes inside. I said, hey man, I said, that's a lesson for you and your girl. I said, that mother dog did what she had to do for the other five puppies to survive. They,
Uh-huh.
and when you need to calm that woman down, you need to let her know that mother dog is doing what she's supposed to do. Just because y'all don't know what y'all doing, I mean the dog don't know what she doing.
Right.
I mean, her kids out there watching this and everything. You know, mama dog.
Yeah, that's more stressful for the mother at the time.
Yeah, you know.
Hearing her yelling, all that shit is might make her eat more, you know. Trying to protect them from the people now because you yelling and screaming. Yeah, all that. Yeah.
Yes,
Go ahead.
sir.
I'm sorry.
Nah, man, I'm just doing a quick roll call, man. Brother Red Leash in the building. He said Dre don't want to be out in the woods no longer than 45 minutes. That's right. That's right. But that's my, that's my preference. Brother
Hey,
John.
no, you see Bobby Digi though. He fixed it up though. At first, I thought they had him on some 12 years of slave jump. They had him halfway there, six
Yeah,
years.
yeah, man. Salute Bobby Digital, bro. Salute. Yeah, he said he corrected it 6 hours. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was like, hold up, we gotta go get him, man. We free now. Shit.
Yeah, man. Salute to you, brother, man. And I hope we getting you through there, man. I hope we not talking no recklessness, but I'm just sharing what's real with y'all, you know. But that was all in the day, you know. That was all in the day of just other people. And I am gonna complain a little bit, y'all. Can I complain a little bit, Toyo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that I've told y'all before, I've had several family members that go out and buy pit bull like dogs from other people, knowing that I, breed and train dogs and stuff, right? And I think it's hilarious when they do this and then they call me after the fact. I think it's hilarious. I think it's absolutely hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got dogs. You know that I know what I'm doing. How do I know that you know or that you believe I know what I'm doing? Every time you have a problem, you call me. Every time you have a problem, you call me. And 90% of the people I'm talking about, they're so closely related to me, they wouldn't pay for the dog for me in the first place. But I guess it's something about free that turns people off.
Right.
I guess it's
Yeah.
something about people off.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why you got to charge top dollar. Top
Yeah.
dollar.
And then you charge top dollar, well, you're charging too much. Well, look, let me explain something to you. I give it to you for free, and you don't value it. I tell you $5,000, you tell me it's too much. Um, so it's a real thing. But yeah. So this girl, my cousin with now, you know what I'm saying? She got her kids, he got his kid, and they got this litter of puppies now, and they're gonna be calling me every day for the next 3 weeks until so their eyes open up like between like day 9 and 11. So they're gonna be calling me every day asking me questions, right? And ain't spent a red cent. They not even in this chat.
He said
They not
they spit a red cent. You, hey, stop. Hey, go ahead with that, Trey. They ain't spit a red cent, bro.
but even worse, it ain't even about the money. So you calling me, I do a live. How do you know I do a live? Because I've invited you several times. You could come over here right now with a fake ID. I know who you are, and I can answer the question, right? And you would have the other dog brothers in the room to help answer the question. you know. So with these people, you got to realize this is the majority. We are like those of us who actually go out there and talk to other people, regardless whether we like them or not. We're the minority,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And so
And
they call, "What's up?"
if they choose, just like you said, uh, the free shit they got a problem with, the top dollar they got a problem with. I choose to roll with the top dollar move because they're gonna have a problem either way. So at least if they, the people that spend the top dollar, it's better to deal with them problems. The free shit, like, come on, like you say, go ahead, I'm riding.
Yeah, no, you're right on it. And so okay, so now that this cousin is good at sports betting, right? So I contacted him Saturday to try to get a parlay. I ain't get no list from my part. It ain't even about him giving me. You don't have to give me financial compensation, but if you have a skill and I have a skill, we can trade. If you have a skill and I have a skill, we can trade.
Oh, what he was shares parlay bets with you. Hey, yo, some people, I ain't gonna lie though, some people take that is superstitious and all that. Like when they gambling, but I'm more like you, man. Let's put our tickets together and come up with a winner and bust down. Like, you know what I mean? You might see my ticket and you flip it a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying? Where. And we covering all angles. There's much more angles, you know what I'm saying? And better chances for us to hit, and we bust down. You spend a certain amount for the ticket, I spend a certain amount for the ticket. We gonna profit if we do it like that. That's how I like to go into gambling situations. The more shit I can cut down, and the more better I can enhance my angles of winning. So if that causes me to teamwork with people, network with people, brains, man, work it out, work the formula out. Salute. I'm gonna get back in the passenger seat.
All right, bro. Hey, Toyo, you be cooking, bro. Like you be saying everything I be thinking, man, but you just said better. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Red Bobby, shout out to Dorian Souls, and shout out to Quick FC in the building. Salute, big dog. Hey man, so Toyo, I think I'm a little bit salty last night too. I left out of details. So I did do FanDuel and I did do DraftKings yesterday. I lost every single parlay.
Oh,
And
you sounded salty, so go ahead.
so look, let me tell you what deals I lost on FanDuel. So on FanDuel, they got some specific bets, and they man, the odds on them is astronomical. And yeah, man. So yesterday I bet on they had these four bets. One of them was bet 5 win 90, and it was every team scores 50 points in each half. Okay, lost that one. Every team scores over 100 points. Every team that played, it was 12 games last night. Every team that plays, all 24 teams score over 100 points. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna put 5 on that one too. That one would have paid 305. All right. Then they had one. Every team hits 10 3-pointers. That one was for 3 grand. I was like, man, they shoot a lot of threes now. Most of the games be over 90 points. It's a high chance they're gonna hit that one. Last one was every team scores over 110 points for another 3 grand. Lost all of them. You know what I'm saying? Lost all of them, man. I was like, man, this is not for me.
Hey, listen. Nigga, I made a song. I don't know, 2 or 3 bars up from my last parlay, nigga. That's how deep I be in the shit. I'm gonna say, and I made it as a country song. That's how fucked up I was over the parlays I lost the other night. I was like, well, what I say? I fucked around and lost all my money on them fucked up ass parlays. Knowing I had to take my dumb ass to the store and re-up on the dog food today. But that's okay. We're gonna still turn this day and make it nice. Cause I'm gonna get me a nice pack of chicken backs and a bag of brown rice.
Hey, facts,
Hey, yo,
man.
I make songs up my motherfucker, but I lose, man. That shit be hurting, goddamn. Fuck it.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I was like, man, I'm gonna win this money. I'm gonna surprise my wife, man. The dog.
Hey, yo. Hey, gambling is the devil, I'm telling you, boy. He's gonna fuck the community up. He got your young ass. Hey, listen. Hey, yo. Hey, ain't nothing like it, man. It's an addictive drug. It's an addictive drug. Now they let us do that shit. FanDuel, they let us do that shit on the phone and all that shit, man. They know what they doing. Getting that money, man. Get that money.
Getting their money, man. But yeah, man. Other than that, though, man, like that's my cousin, man. I love him, and well, like, yeah, like he's so close to my cousin. Like, we done been in fights with fist fights. I grabbed a machete, he grabbed the axe, and we was going at it. My granddad had to break that up.
God damn, y'all trying to kill each other at a young age.
And a lot of people don't know this, but I grew up when I moved out of my grandparents' house. I got a little bit more civilized, but I grew up. There was a creek in the yard, and there was woods. And so I watched the movie Beloved last night. That's what I fell asleep to, the movie Beloved. My mother was watching it with me in the living room, and they was talking about haints and stuff. And the woods I grew up in ain't have no haints or no ghosts in them. Now, this is where it's gonna get a little controversial, but I believe in the activity of spirits and stuff like that. So I felt safe in my grandma. There was a lot of family members whose houses they had stuff wrong with them, and when you walked in the house, you could feel it. And so I was watching that movie and talking to my mom about it, and everything, and movie, there's a dog, and the dog could sense the spirits, And before I even got pit dogs, my grandfather had some hound dogs. He had a bull mastiff and everything, and the dogs, sometimes they were barking toward the woods, and it could be deer, what. But I
Uh-huh.
will go in the woods first when I'm in there, that I might need to be worried about. And if he went in there, he checked it, and it was cool. Then I'd be out in the woods till after dark. And
Right.
that's the same cousin with me. We would take the machete, axes, and the saws, and we would cut down trees and make forts and all kind of stuff. But so it's
And
all
then,
love.
and then y'all was gonna run when y'all heard the spirits. Those axes and saws wasn't gonna work on them spirits. Y'all the whole ass dropped them axes and would you?
So quick story about that. So
Yeah.
where I'm from, it's called Bladenboro. It's called the Beast of Bladenboro. And one night we swear we heard it. We was at there's a court. It's called Spalding Monroe. It used to be an all black middle school. I went there for
Uh-huh.
my, and then we closed that down. That one got closed down, and we all had to go to Bladenboro Middle.
Uh-huh.
The fully, I ain't gonna say fully integrated because Spalding Monroe was integrated too, but Spalding Monroe was owned by the Monroe family, the Spaldings and the Monroe families. So it was an African American school. And
Okay.
my seventh grade, eighth grade year, I had to go to Bladenboro Middle, the regular with everybody else, and it
Uh-huh.
was basically a centric school. And so we Spartan Road. They left the court up. It was outdoor court. It was the only court in town that was like that. And it was getting near dark. And there's the Beast of Bladenboro. It was on the History Channel. I talk about it all the time. We swear we heard it, bro. And my cousin, he's older than me. He's faster than I am. But I had
Uh-huh.
his. So when we heard it, he takes off running. And I say, hey, if you want your basketball, go get it. And I chucked his basketball towards the woods, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew he's going to have to go back and get his basketball so I can catch up, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
yeah, man. But yeah, we fought after that one, bro. But yeah,
Yeah,
man.
y'all fought after that one. Hey, yo, no, around here, and I'm sure it's all through the South and all that, but all the way up to Maryland. Like, those Civil War trails and stuff be all in them woods. So, people be seeing a lot of things from them Civil War stuff. We be seeing that shit around here. Ever since we kids. You go in the woods, ain't no telling what you see or hear.
Yeah, man. But I love growing up country, man. And I don't think that's articulated enough on the channels, Big Hill. Like, like I said, I grew up, there was a creek through my yard. I could walk over there and I could take a strainer. My mama would get real mad about it. I could take a strainer and dip it in the creek and catch crawfish, you know.
But that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, I could shoot a pistol. I could shoot a pistol or a rifle in the backyard in any direction other than the direction of the house, and not worry about hitting nobody because I ain't had no neighbors right up on me like that. It was so growing up like that. My perspective was different. Even when I talk about fighting my cousins and stuff, man, we all like. I was the youngest male cousin, so all of them basically it was a rite of passage. The next older cousin would rough you up. You know what I'm saying, try to make you tough and stuff. And
Hmm.
I was probably about 8, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling, you know what I'm saying? I'm a crybaby, I'm telling. And then my uncles would see me trying to tell, and they would block the door. They'd be like, nope, get back out in their yard, you know. And eventually, okay, man, I gotta be a one hitter quitter. And this gonna tie into that. This gonna tie into what I was talking about earlier, bro. Hold on, look, that's my cousin right there, Jeremy Hines in the chat. Shouts out to G. I'm telling you, bro. And look, he like that. That's true story.
Salute, salute, cuz, salute.
Like this ain't this ain't the cousin I was fighting. Jihad, I'm talking about free. I'm talking about city. That's the cousin I'm talking about fighting. So Jihad and me never got into Jihad and me. We never had to fight, man. Jihad, that's my man. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about him. All right, so and I'm not gonna mention the name, but Jihad and I, we had stayed out all night, and on the road I grew up, it's all family, and I was driving, and we pulled up in a yard, and it was a family member's yard, and we had the windows down. We was plotting. We gonna tell them. We gonna tell them. We ran out of gas, and we lost track of time. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, this family member has dogs, so he's out on the yard. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. He's out on the yard tending the dogs, and he said, "Y'all gonna tell me what?" heard the whole conversation, bro. You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, man. It's good to see you, brother. Brother Jihad, bro. You know, so
Yes, sir. Salute.
yeah, man. And that's crazy, man. See, I'm thinking that's the cousin that listen. You know what I'm saying? The cousin I'm talking about, City, he ain't in here, and he the one had to litter puppies last.
Oh, he listening though. That's like I was talking about my cousin last week on the line. That motherfucker called me. He said, "Yeah, I heard you talking about me." He said, "I heard you talking about me." He said, "This motherfucker talking about me on the live, and I can't even defend myself." He said he was trying to push buttons, trying to figure out how to get in there.
See now that I know my other cousin in here, I gotta watch what I say. Make sure I don't tell no lies, cause that boy Jihad he like you, Big Hill. He can roast. He can roast, and he the one you want on your side when you doing a roasting battle because he gonna make the other people want to fight you.
Right, right, right.
Fight you. You know, I never could joke like that. And he talking about true story. Yeah, I was a crybaby. He know that. And he was tough. You know what I'm saying? Jihad was tough, and City was tough too, man. They was tough, you know. And so I guess it was around probably like 9 or 10 when I finally like, you know what I'm saying, like got there. But also both of them was more athletic than me, you know, growing up. So, you know, and I became a basketball kind of star in the local area, but them brothers was tough, man. And but they all into the dogs. Jihad knows. Okay, so Jihad, if you still in here, man, Jihad can validate the stories about Carl Cruz that I was telling y'all, you know. Um, and he got some stories too. I don't think he'll come on here and tell them, but he got some stories too that I, you know, rest in peace, Mr. Cruz. I'm not about to sit here and, you know, talk anything negative about him, but everything that I told you, man, Jihad was present for that stuff, man. You know, and I didn't even know he watched the channel. You know, this is the first time he really commented like,
But yeah, Jihad need come up and share with us sometimes, with the family sometimes. You know what I mean? Everything kosher. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Share some of that wealth of knowledge that you got, Jihad.
Also, man, I'm gonna brag on him one more time, man. Jihad is a great uncle. He has kids of his own now, but when we was kids, man, you know, he had a niece. And my mama was just telling me, man, your niece just broke, I think, 3 state records in track in North Carolina. Salute to Jelly, man. Salute to Jelly. Yeah, man. I be watching, man. I be watching.
Hey man, he still Ridley's talking about the parlays. Man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, yo. You know when that thing come across the screen, when they just send that number across the screen while you try to figure out your parlay, if you have a problem gambling, like they'll send it to you on some of them. They'll send it. They'll be like, "Why you keep sending me this, Joan? I ain't got no problem." They sending it to you for a reason. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. And then also, you know, you might got a problem when you betting up parlays on shit you don't know nothing about. Like I be betting on tennis, WNBA, the women's. I bet on basketball, Lithuania, ping pong, anything they put up on that joint. I be trying to figure it out. So you gotta watch out because you know we addicted to trying to win something. And first thing you thinking is, man, they got all the money and they open all night. They open all nights.
Hey, this how you know you got a problem though, for real, Big Hill. If ain't nothing else on, I be betting on table tennis.
Right, that's what I said. Betting on ping pong and all that shit. That's when you know you knee deep. When you betting on ping pong and all that shit.
Yeah, man. Salute Hard Finish in the building, bro. What's good, big dog? Yeah, man. We just cooking
People
up.
be saying, "Oh man, ain't no NBA on, ain't no NFL on." Shit, it's some ping pong on, some tennis. I'm gonna find me a parlay.
Yeah, man. Then don't let me get that little what's it called the booster, same game parlay booster.
Oh,
Man.
they ain't got the booster joints for you. Yeah, you want to boost yours up 35%. They get you all the time. And then they little package bets, I never get the little package bets they put up there for you, like already packaged up. Hey, you want this? Man, and then the newcomers hit on them package bets. I never bet them package bets. And then my cousins and them, they call me they first time betters and shit. Oh, I just bet the one they put up on the screen. And they end up winning that shit.
Yep. Yep. Um, but yeah, so The gambling thing, man, I'm not. This is not to encourage y'all to gamble. There's also a hotline for it. They got the hotline on the website. You know what I'm saying? On the FanDuel, on the DraftKings. Call it. You know, you might need it. But
Yeah, yeah. Well, we got a hotline too, several hotline because we gamble too. So fuck it, we can talk together about the parlays.
yeah,
We need to start doing that though. You know, have a segment where we all put in on a good parlay. We hit, we bust down, however, different things like that. However, you know how you figure shit out.
yeah, man. And well, like I said, brother Big A is our CFO. You know what I'm saying? So also with some of our money from the we generate from the channel, man, we're gonna start investing that. We was talking about a trust. We was talking about stocks yesterday, but he made a mention of a trust. And I'm gonna break this out. Big A, if you got time to jump on here, you can explain it better than I can. But he was saying that if we put the money in a trust and it accumulates 10 to 15% a year, right? We just keep letting it grow for 20 years, 20, 30 years, right? And you know, we can only borrow against the interest on the trust, and you have to pay it back. And we're going to try to create we're not going to try. I don't like doing tries. We're going to create generational wealth for the kids, because I got kids and my oldest is 18, so he'll be 18 in September. So I'm like, man, it's gonna be time for me to start having grandkids soon. So, I left home with a $2 bill. I got the $2 bill right now. It was the same $2 bill my grandfather left home with when he went to the army. It's a family heirloom, and I left home with that $2, and I made a life for myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely one of those things where I don't want my kids to leave home with just $2 when they go off to college, wherever they're going off to. I want them to go there with the confidence to be able to make confident, aggressive moves in life. A lot of my moves in life are based upon my social economic abilities, and so it's based upon the law of scarcity. You know what I'm saying? I'm eating out of scarcity, but I want my children to eat out of bounty and have whatever they need to pursue it. They want to start a business, start a business. You know what I'm saying? Daddy got you. You know what I'm saying? And daddy got some business sense too. I can advise you on it because I have businesses. I didn't start with that. There's not in my mother's generation or my dad's generation, there's not a single business out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? So
I got you. That's real talk. Like you creating a path, like you going through, like the ones before you might have had to cut down trees. Now you might just got cut grass,
yeah,
but it's basically making paths for your folks behind you. So, but hopefully you'll make an open walkway for them. You did what I'm saying. So, you know what I mean? So I see what you're saying. That's what you out here for the people behind you. Salute.
yeah, yeah. Hey, Red Leash fool. He said betting on the ladies boxing. Don't even be knowing the names.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, yeah, man. But no, Big Hill. That's these lessons, man. And the mistakes I make, they're based upon I didn't know, but I learned it the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Like that. The Rez Deshaun. I got the hard way. You know.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
good, man. What's good, Big A?
Hey,
Salute.
what's happening, man?
Hey, man, Big A,
Salute,
talk
Big A.
talk that good talk you was talking to me yesterday, man. Put us
Uh,
on.
yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get in this house real quick, man. There we go. Yeah, so financially, okay, so if you had, let's just say you had $1,500 to talk on a small end, and you would have put that $1,500 in a checking account in the banking at your bank over the course of a year, you would be lucky if you got 50 cents on 1,500, But if you were to take it and put it into like a money market account that yields anywhere from 4% to 4.75%, I've even heard of some like Vanguard doing 5%. Um, that $1,500 at bare minimum would generate you $60. Of course, it sounds like pennies now, but at the same time, would you rather leave your $1,500 here and get 50 cents in 1 year, or would you rather leave your $1,500 here and get $60 at the end of the year? That's just me personally. I would rather go with the 60 if I'm gonna leave that cash there than putting it in a checking account and letting the bank do whatever
Yes,
they
sir.
want to do with your money, because for each individual dollar that you have in your bank account, the bank is awarded $10 in credit. So if you have $10 in your bank account, the bank is awarded $100 in virtual credit. That means if I walked in there and I wanted to borrow $100, they will offer your $10 that's in there. They will give me $100 off of credit, and they're making money off of that $100 of interest. Plus, they're using my $10. And if I go in there for a loan, guess what they're gonna tell me?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Or give me some high interest or whatever off of, and they're using my money. So I only use banks for mainly transactions unless you're trying to do a major purchase where it needs to be accounted for and so on and so forth, like a house. But other than that, man, that's all I use banks for. I try to gain each individual dollar that you have should be an employee working for you. You know.
Now let me add to that real quick. So
Mhm.
the 1,500 to start off with in that trust, right, or that money
Mhm.
market. Now,
Right.
each year you add another 1,500. So this year you had
Mhm.
50, you made 60. Next year you
Yep.
put another 1,500 in there, so you make 120 plus the 60 you already had. So now you
Yes.
$100 off
Compound interest. Yep.
that.
That's called compound interest. Yes, sir.
Over the course of 5 years, you're gonna have increased your finances in that account to where you're making
Mhm.
five. That it's over a 5 year period, right? And you just
Yep.
put same money we talking about gambling. It's money you put in this account. Okay,
Yep.
so over 5 years, you know that 1,500 gonna turn to 7,500, and what you're making off of it each year is gonna grow. It's gonna be in $300. Now that three
Yeah.
hundred dollars you're getting, we're rolling that back in there. We're rolling that back in there. By the time you hit your,
Mhm.
you no longer have to touch the original amount, and you're pulling 600 a year off of just that, right? Now,
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, you know, over a 20-year period, you're gonna hit the upwards of, you know, over $50,000 where you're pulling a couple grand a year, and that right there, if the kids need to borrow something from it, they can only borrow from the interest, and they have to pay it back with interest to the family.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
To
that's real
back to
talk. That's
yeah.
real talk.
Yeah. Yeah. You
and
know.
now they got 1,500 a year. That's not income tax money. That's going to be automatically generated just by breathing, and then you keep reinvesting. You know, you keep and as you
Yeah.
get more, you get more bread. You can upgrade that. Now, Big A, tell them what you told me about when you start hitting the hundreds of thousands and you start being able to
Yeah.
pull back 20,000 a year.
Yeah, so I mean, hypothetically speaking, let's just say, because a lot of us come up on funds and we spend the funds, we try to, cover for this and cover for that. But like I say, each individual dollar should be a dollar that's working for you from an employee standpoint, meaning the wealthy don't work for money, their money works for them. While we, the middle class and lower, we try to work for everything that we get. So let's just say all of a sudden $2 million fall into your lap. $2 million falls into your lap, however you earned it, you won it gambling, whatever the case may be. What would you do with that $2 million? A lot of people will go buy this and go buy that, do this and do that. And we can go back to the money market account. So I would speak from my situation or my vision or how I would go about handling things. If I had $2 million, I'm not spending one red cent from from that money. Because if I had $1 million and I spend $1, I'm no longer a millionaire. But like I said at the beginning, when it comes down to money, your money should be, each individual dollar should be an employee working for you. So with that being said, just like I was talking about the money market account, now this is just one option. Last year it was at 4.75%, but this year it's at 4.4%. But let's just say it's at 4.75. If you had $2 million in that money market account in 1 year, just off of that $2 million, you would generate $96,000 of interest. Yes, you would have to pay taxes on that money if you were to pull that money out, but $2 million, and the $2 million is still there. You never have to worry about that $2 million going under. And the difference between certain money market accounts like Vanguard and Betterment and so on and so forth is they have a $2 million protection. So you can have $2 million in that account, and that $2 million is protected. If all hell breaks loose, you are still insured on that $2 million. Now, if you had $2 million in a bank, it's only insured up to $250,000. So that $2 million is trophy money, so to speak. That means it's you look at it, ooh, it's pretty, and so on and so forth. But that $2 million is generating pennies for you, and then those pennies are actually doing something. So $2 million would generate you $96,000 of interest annually. So at this, so I mean, like, just imagine what you could do with that. Let's just say you're working a regular job and you got that $2 million set aside. And I know we're talking big numbers, but you got that $2 million set aside and you still working. That's a whole $96,000 worth of capital you can take for free and invest in real estate, invest in the market, gamble, pay your bills, live, or whatever the case may be. But that $2 million is still trophy money. In 10 years, that $2 million will still be there. You didn't go buy a house and go buy this and go buy that and this and this and this and that and created a whole bunch of extra living expenses that you didn't need. And you still have that $2 million. So you could use that for a lot of things. And let's just say you didn't touch that $2 million and you didn't touch the interest. In 10 years, that's a whole extra $1 million. It'll be more than $1 million because of compound interest. But those are things that you can start to borrow from yourself. You your own bank account now. You your own bank. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm running my mouth, bro. I can talk about this all day.
No, you slam, you getting it in. You getting it in. For real,
Yeah,
man. That's real talk though. That's real talk. And it's like what you saying, people might think it's hard to be done, but like what both of you guys were saying, like even if you starting off small and all that type stuff,
yeah,
if it's about time, it's always about time. Them 5 years go past faster than what people think.
quick,
But
quick.
so basically it's about like, you know how we is as a people, like we like gambling and all that type shit. But what we mostly like saying is that we won
Hmm.
something, even if it's
Yep.
something small. So when we get to that point when you're saying like, oh, it did work. Our usual tendencies is to pour more money into it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it's all about you getting to that stage of seeing that oh, it do work and it's safer. Ooh, and then
Yeah.
it's still it's just like we do with anything else. We'll start pouring more money into it. So you know what I mean? It's about people
Yeah.
getting through that first heat wall, whatever, just to see that something work, and it take discipline. So I'm feeling with y'all dropping real knowledge. Salute.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, man.
let me get this perspective too. There's about 4 times a year where I get like some extra funds. Like I'll hit on one parlay a year, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. And
Yeah.
it might be for a grand or two. Uh,
Hmm.
and instead of blowing all of it, let's say I hit for 2,500. Let me go ahead and put 1,500 in there. If these Doge checks come out, they're supposed to be bringing out, man. It's supposed to be 5 bands. I'm
That's
putting
an investment.
I'm putting more into my account.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take a band. I'm gonna get something for the dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because my wife gonna get her money too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
we good on that aspect. I got 6 kids. My tax check look good too.
Yeah.
Boom, that's 10 grand in 1 year. So that you know that that's what I'm able to do throughout a year. So everybody's different. But
Yeah.
you're not thinking about you. You're thinking about your offspring. If you ain't got offspring, then think about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Yep.
wouldn't it be nice to have 3 or 4 grand every year that's coming off of money that's money that you put aside. And
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
it's hard to save, but I tell you what, bro, I smoke vapes. So that's $30 every other week. That's $30, right? I,
Hmm.
I gambled $50 yesterday and lost it. Imagine if I
Yep.
stopped and I cut my gambling funds down to and I gamble about $50 a week, y'all. When I go to
Hmm.
the 500 in casino 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah.
imagine if I took half of what I gamble and instead of gambling, put it in a guaranteed interest based account. Over the course,
Yep.
I guarantee you, I could put 12 grand into an account if I was smarter. You know what I'm saying?
And that 12 grand would not be 12 grand. It would be more than 12 grand if you put it in the right place at the end of the year, just at the end of the year.
Yeah. And then
You
also,
know,
some of y'all might not realize this, but it's a dog channel. So my digital dog shows generate funds. As of right now, Brother Hart finished in the chat. Brother Hart finished them. He hit me for 50 on the we had the fantasy football, the Shogun fantasy football league, and it was a $25 buy-in. Well, he hit for 50 on that one. Boom. Okay, then he been winning the digital dog shows. He done took about $200 from the digital dog shows, So
Man.
I'm not saying you got to go out and work any extra. You can get money doing stuff. I'm getting paid right now talking to y'all live this morning. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing something I would do for free, and I'm getting paid for it. And the only thing is, we're gonna start investing ours, and we're gonna start sharing how we invest the money from Samurai Kennels into an account. We're gonna start putting 20 an account for the Shoguns. And I keep mentioning it, and I'm like, bro, we got to do it. Nobody's gonna believe it. You can talk about it all day, but you got to do it. And I want y'all to see how it grows. I want you to see the ebbs and flows of it. So,
that's why I roll with y'all. That's why I roll with y'all, man. Cause y'all don't be playing. Y'all, it's more to it than just talking and all that type of stuff. Y'all do other things. Like it's really trying to be better men and better everything. Better dogs lead to better business decisions, better men, all that type of stuff. So like that's one of the reasons I love fucking with y'all. That's why I always say stay royal. I'm gonna stay loyal because y'all already royal to me. Salute.
I give you another one, Big A and Toyo. So over the course of the month, out of family members and friends, I typically loan out about $200 a month to people. Just like, and it's gifts because I don't even expect it back. But I'm acting like a bank. I'm gonna treat it like a bank. Sorry, whatever they borrow, I'm asking for it back with 5% interest. All right.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying? I'm asking for it back with 5% interest. If you default on the loan, don't ask me for no more money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they can earn it back. A lot of my family is engaged in dogs, so they're gonna have to start telling their stories and sharing it. Because that generates views. By generating, they pay me back. And once the videos they do have generated that revenue back, they can pay me back in that way. They can pay me back.
Yeah. So I like to add to that. So what I mean, I'm just thinking aloud. So what I would do, and this is kind of and it goes back to like some street stuff, you know what I'm saying, from loan sharking and all that other stuff. Like I would set aside $1,000. I have $1,000 set aside. That $1,000 is loan money. Anybody come borrow that money, and I wouldn't dare lend out 1,000 at a time because that is my startup money. So I would lend out 150, 200 or whatever, and I would charge the interest that I charge, and I would never touch that money and just let it continue to grow and let people borrow from that.
For sure. And like I said, man, this ain't a money channel, man. This is a Better People for Better Dogs channel, right? And so I really want to put that perspective there because at the end of the day, I would rather sell you a T-shirt than sell you a dog, right?
Yep, big facts.
And with that being said, let me show y'all this real quick.
That's them Samurai Jordans.
Yeah, that's my brand to go with that outfit. That's the actual outfit of mine. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm getting at is, I'm a country boy. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say I came from nothing, but I came from meager beginnings, man. And now, you know what I'm saying? Like, who would have ever thought I'd be selling clothes internationally? You know what I'm saying? I looked at my demographics on the YouTube and Facebook. Man, we got people from Bangladesh be watching us, man. We got people from the Philippines, the UK, like who would have thought, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Never in my life did I ever picture this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Big A.
And I'm gonna tell you why they big man. I'm gonna tell you why they big mad, fam. They big mad because, you know what I'm saying, I did it all, and you ain't never seen me in the box. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here doing these things, man, and I'm a square with it,
Yeah. Hey, well, shoot, birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Keep going, Dre. You know what I'm saying?
And my favorite champagne is
you off today, Dre?
Nah, man. It's only 5:30 here, man. I don't got about 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay, damn, we ready to turn up and shit. You gotta go work.
Yeah, it's 8:30 your time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, man. You working today, Toyo?
No, I only work at nighttime, but I don't work today.
Okay. So nah, man, today's my last day for the work week. I'm flying to South Carolina this weekend. I'll be in South Carolina this weekend. You know what I'm saying? So my youngest can see so they can see their grandparents, you know. Um life is precious, and until I get stationed back on the east side, on the East Coast, I, um I got to make sure that my grandparents, you know, like my grandparents are all passed away, my wife's grandparents, and my parents can spend time with their grandkids, you know. Like I said, it's one thing to send them pictures. It's another thing for them to say, hey, you know, my grandmother was born in 1945, 1958, whatever, woo, and they actually got to touch them and listen to them, and you know, and know who their grandparents was, man. That builds pride, you know. It builds pride, you know. And I'm just thankful, you know. My mother moved out here to help us out, so I basically my mom was retired, so she gave up her possessions and moved out here to help raise her grandkids, because it takes a village, you know.
Yeah,
And a lot of y'all may not have had that village, and the dog community has become that village, you know, good, bad, and ugly. And I ain't like everybody in the family, but hey, jihad, that's real. Hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna be in North Carolina on Friday. We're gonna drive to North Carolina, man. So you know what I'm saying, I'll come holler at you, bro. And but what was I getting at? Okay, so yeah, so a lot of y'all don't have your own community. And like, I had an uncle, his name was Dempsey Walters. He passed away, he was a drunk. But Uncle Demp told me one of the realest things when I was 5, man. Uncle Demp said, he said, I'm a drunk, but I'm gonna be the best drunk I can be. He said, I don't care if you're a thief, a banker, a lawyer, whatever it is you're gonna be the best at it that you can be. And this came from a wino, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Dempsey,
hmm,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that was big, Uncle Demp, you know, and it meant a lot. His
yeah,
wife's name was Catherine B. Walters. That was my grandmother's sister. She was the eldest sister. She passed away in 2007, and she was a school teacher. And a lot of y'all, you know, I don't know if y'all heard my vocabulary, but it's not, it ain't too shabby. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the most articulate person, but I can talk. You know,
yeah.
because when she would come to my house, and when I had a new vocabulary where she would pay me, you know, 25 cents, a dollar, whatever, woo, and she would brag about me at the schoolhouse. You know, she would say, hey, my great nephew, he got a good vocabulary, and that made me proud. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, you know, some people say you talking white, this, that, and the third, but what you got to realize is, man, encouraging articulate the ability to articulate and converse has helped me get paid. Uh, some of y'all don't know this, but I do a speech at military retirements, and people by name request me. I sent Big A one of the emails, and they asked me to come do this speech, and it's a speech called "My Name Is Old Glory," and I'm not going to perform it the way I would in a retirement or funeral, but I will give y'all a piece of that if y'all don't mind. Can I do that, Toyo? Can I do that, Big?
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah.
Shoot it.
All right. So typically what happens is, at a 21 gun salute or at a retirement, when they're folding the flag, they'll fly me, they'll fly me in, or they'll have me come in. And I've done probably 10 of these so far. And I didn't realize you could get paid for this speech, but people want it because it brings tears to people's eyes. So I want to set the setting for y'all. The last one I did was at a retirement for my chief, and he did 30 years of service. My chief, his name was Robbie Johnson. He was on national news. He was the chief that got poisoned by his wife, and he put a camera in the kitchen. She was putting bleach in his coffee, and he caught it.
Oh man.
He's retired.
Ooh.
Retired now, so I'll tell the story. You know, he just retired. I just did this retirement for this man. This man was an attempted murder from his wife. So when I'm reading this speech, you know, him and his son, you know, it's hitting different. And this
Yeah.
speech goes like this: I'm the flag of the United States of America, and my name is Old Glory. I fly atop the tallest buildings in the world. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I fly majestically over great institutions of learning, and I stand guard with the most powerful military in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I'm recognized all over the world. I am saluted. I am respected. I am revered. I am loved. And I am feared. I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, Anzio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, the trenches of France, the Argonne Forest, and some rice paddies in the Philippines. And I'm gonna stop right there. Okay, so anyways, I give that speech and it goes on, you know, and it ends with the flag being folded into a mother's arms at the graveside of her child, right? And at that
Right.
time, the flag is folded or draped over the casket when I'm giving this speech, and then the guns go off or it's folded and it's handed to the member that's retiring, and you know by now the whole room is in tears, right?
Uh-huh.
And what happens is when I give that speech, the people of that speech that are still in the military, they go, I want that guy. I want that.
Yeah. That man good.
And
Yeah.
talking to Big A, I was like, you know, they want me to do that. And I, you know, that speech, it's on YouTube. You can watch the speech on YouTube, you know, and but what it is I'm saying that to go back to my aunt Catherine B. Walters. I appreciate her for giving me the diction to be able to deliver that speech in a way that invokes emotion in people that they would want to pay to hear me talk.
Yep. And you done gave that speech so many times. Shoot, it's memorized, man. That's part of your DNA.
And I do it. And they like when I put on my drill instructor hat and do it, you know. And
Yeah.
Shit, you just turned this show up a couple notches with that.
but I'll start off in the back of the room and I'm walking through the room, looking people.
Hmm.
I get a speech, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen the people folding the flag start crying before during that speech.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
here's the thing. The first time I ever did it, it was a Colonel Smith. Man, I can't remember his first name, but he's a brother from Alabama, man, you know. And
Yeah.
he believed in me, man. Colonel Smith, man. And we tight. I just can't remember his name right now off the top because we ain't talked in a while. But his friend, he was a full bird colonel, and they had Michael Irvin gave a speech at the retirement, and
Hmm.
I had to follow Michael Irvin. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah.
bro. We in San Antonio, Texas, man. You got they did a cameo and they had Dallas Cowboys members, team members that had played over the years on the cameo. You got Michael Irvin talking, and I got to go behind that. Man, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. And I would definitely imagine it would definitely hit different if you really seen combat. You know, I
Yeah,
think it would definitely hit different.
yeah, man.
Yeah, I believe that too. Everything hit different. I never could rationalize how a man or woman could be in an airplane fighting in the skies, and then after it's all over, they gotta fight for a job at Walmart. Man, that shit don't even make sense to me, man. How you gonna have them people like looking for a job like that after they did something like that? They not even gonna be like they not gonna be able to. I just can't see somebody being able to transfer that type of shit into regular citizenship off the top. Like how you got it don't match up to me. Now you got somebody at Walmart that used to be doing that, and you know the things you got to go through at Walmart, like, and they supposed to be able to take that type of shit for a little bit change. I, I understand, and they should be have to fighting for when they hurt and get their medicine and shit after they did stuff like that, or when they drop out of planes and they say their life expectancy only a certain amount of minutes or seconds or something, and they make it through that and they gotta get a job. It don't make sense to me, man. I
Yeah.
never understood that.
So
Yeah.
let me give it to you from my perspective. All right. So I've been to Korea, Kuwait, and Afghanistan on different contingencies, right? And every day at 5 o'clock they play the national anthem on the base, right? And
Yeah.
I remember getting rocket attacked, and then the next day, you know, saying they played the national anthem, man, and it almost brought tears to my eyes. And I start thinking about all the people, you know, that ain't there, that are being given a chance, and I would do it again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and you ain't gotta like me. I fight for your right not to like me, because in
Yeah.
some into you can't even openly vocalize you don't like somebody without losing your life. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
you ain't gotta like me, but you gonna respect what I do. And if you don't, you know what I'm saying, take your behind over to one of them countries I was talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go to
Yeah.
Afghanistan, Taliban or ISIS, and see what happens to you. Go to Mexico,
Yeah.
see you don't like the cartel, and see what happened to you.
Yeah. Go sit in the heart of Fallujah, you know.
You know,
Mm.
there was a singer. My coworker showed me this video. There was this singer, and he was a Hispanic singer, and he was singing this song, and the cartel told him he better not sing it no more. So he was
Yep.
singing.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
He
Yeah.
was, he was on stage, and somebody walked up to him and handed him a note. And on the note it said, you gonna die tonight. You know what I'm saying? So you can see him start sweating,
Mm-hmm.
to perform the song, and he died that night. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
Yeah, they celebrate him over there, don't they? They
yeah,
celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's somebody
Wait.
serious. And the Bulldogs, right? The Bulldog people
Yeah.
celebrate him, don't they?
I
I,
don't know, but I do know this, man. They say when he got that letter, it was pretty much telling him, this your last song you ever gonna sing. So you better sing your heart out.
yeah,
Uh huh.
You know, pretty
man,
much.
I would have been doing encores and all kind of stuff that day.
Yo, right. Say you'd have been still singing on the way home, all the way into
I
the
be
house.
still be singing to this day.
Yeah, listen. It's another saying I heard. I don't know if I got it from the Bulldog community or what, but I love it. It was saying something like you was born to be somebody. Remember that
Hmm.
you was born to be somebody, and
Hmm.
also remember it was people born to stop you from being that.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, or to try to stop you.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
you
Yeah.
ain't your job, and the other part was your job is not to let them uh do their job. It's
Right.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
and that's what it means to be a game human being. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Against all odds. You know what I'm saying? Against all odds, man.
Salute
Yep.
whoever had that saying. I fucks with that. That's all them things y'all talking about tonight. Those that I put that in Bulldog categories. You know what I mean? Everything y'all talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Bar none, fade all, man. Bar none, fade
Yes,
all.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. You know about that, man.
Man, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Hey fellas, what I'm gonna do is Big Hill and Big A. If y'all can hang back, I'm gonna stay in the back chat with y'all to and kick it. But I'm gonna end the live so I can kick it with y'all and get ready for work.
Okay.
The reason I'm not on camera is I'm in uniform right now, and they cracking down on us on us making public statements in uniform. It's a big thing now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Yeah.
the people did
But
your
you've always honored that anyway, so it ain't nothing new anyway.
yeah, yeah, man. But I'm gonna end the live, man. I hope I answered the question, the initial question for the day. Why I would pick country style rules over Cajun rules personally. We talked about the parlays, we talked about money building, we talked about wealth building, and I just gave y'all some background stories, man. Big A and Big Hill, make y'all rounds, man. We're gonna end it and kick it in the back chat for a little bit.
Yes, sir. You know what it is. It's your boy Big A back in here like I left my wallet and keys, man. It's a blessing to be on this live this morning, man, for that morning drive.
Yes, sir. It's your brother Big Toyo, just rolling with my brothers in the passenger seat, blowing on the Dutch. Think about them parlays and think about March Madness. Salute.
Yes, sir, man.
Yes,
That
sir.
question, I'm about to bet on some more stuff today, man. But yeah, man. On another note, for those of y'all who have an ear to hear and an eye to see, man, y'all know I like to give the Christian watchword before we get out of here. And ain't nothing changed, man. So I'm gonna hit y'all with the Christian watchword, and then I'm gonna end this live, man. If you're so inclined, bow your head with me. If not, you're free to leave. But may the Lord watch between you and me while we are absent one from another. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.